It's football time in Tennessee. Those words have long been associated with running through the tee, the glory of the checkerboard end zone, and the Big Orange ready to do battle. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 11th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Volunteers will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Gators offense will have the first possession of the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Looking downfield, it's Mertz. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Snagged in the middle, it's Wilson. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB, and this one, put some pressure on them. They're already off to a great start.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Trying to get to it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Not a ton of play calls for third in California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this quarterback a chance.
The Gators will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Oh, he gave him the dead leg. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense set on first down. The give from the gun. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. The Vols want to pick up the tempo. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Pulls it in. It's Johnson. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. He lofts one down the sideline. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Here's the handoff. Breaks the tackle. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Gators are in the hurry up. Looking downfield, it's Mertens. Got his man quickly. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And the Gators will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Finds the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to run for it. And the ball is brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. And the Volunteers are moving quickly down the field.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Open runway ahead. Touchdown ball! What a grab and go for the score.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of ranked teams having at it this week, and take a look at what's going down. USC is down right now, but this lead is not insurmountable. This is a program that's produced Keyshawn Johnson and Lynn Swann, so big playmaking is always a possibility. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Penn State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The handoff to Johnson. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Gators moving quickly to the line. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the middle. He's got it. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Back to pass, it's Mertens. He finds his man. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. It's good. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the change for the first down. The Big Orange churning out those first downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action, exactly how you want to run your offense.
And just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
The Volunteers want to move quickly. To the air, it's Iamaleava getting some heat. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Vols will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. First down here for the offense. They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And here on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. They're getting this guy lathered up. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The give to the tailback. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. And the Gators are moving quickly down the field.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
On the option. The pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Back to throw, it's Mertz. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Kind of in that in-between spot here. Long field goal. Can't really punt it from here, so they'll try to convert on 4th down. Finds his tight end. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking to move it through the air. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. From the gun. Give on the inside. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. And the Vols headed quickly to the line. Trying play action. Throws for the tight end. It's caught. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans. This offense better find out how to slow him down.
They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. He gets a block. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. And the Volunteers in the hurry up. They'll go to the ground. He breaks a tackle. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. 3rd down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. To throw, it's Iamaleava. Fires left. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Volunteers line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Defense getting a boost from this crowd on 3rd and long. The give to the back. Works his way through the traffic, and he picks up 8 yards on the play, and this one's much more manageable on 4th and 3. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
The Vols send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Looking for a block. It's Abrams. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They go to the ground. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Looking to throw, it's Mertens. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw, trying to make magic with his feet. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Well, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Off play action on 1st down. Coming after him. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge. The freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did, and I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Does this offense want to keep throwing the football, honestly? Because you've now been sacked 3 times in a row. You're proving that you cannot block these guys. They have to have a complete shift, I think, in their approach to how they want to attack this defense.
And the Vols decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He's got great speed, and he loses the football on the return. And there he goes. Touchdown, Tennessee. And once he got loose, it was all over. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. USC is on the wrong end of a steel-toed boot today. This is one of those performances we simply don't see from the men of Troy. Embarrassing. They're trailing by 16 to Penn State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Gators will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Slips through the line, and they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Give to the running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. He got it. And now the lead is even bigger.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Gives it to the back on the draw. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. The Gators racing to the line in a hurry-up. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. They're bringing heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to the air one more time. Setting up the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. He's going to pass. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Pocket starts to collapse. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Pulls it in. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The Gators will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Got him downfield. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Looking to move it through the air. He's got his man. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air. It's Iamaleava. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. 4 wideouts set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Gators! What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Lining up for the PAT. Right down the boulevard. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise we saw just that in the first half today. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
And the Gators will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Grabbed in the middle, it's Matthews. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. And the Volunteers want to crank the tempo. And this Big Orange offense getting it done in the passing game.
And great execution by the quarterback. And when you think about Tennessee offense, man, when they got their trigger man, and they've had some great ones, Peyton Manning, T. Martin, Hendon Hooker had an unbelievable run. They find that guy, man, their offenses have been so hard to stop.
Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. To the air, it's Iamaleava. And here's the third interception of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Handoff from the gun. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Hit as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face 4th. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. It's good.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, you're still happy to get the field goal.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll bring it out. It's Matthews. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Volunteers will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fair catch called for and made. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Give to the back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. They'll run it from the gun. Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. They'll give it to Johnson. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Trying to take it back. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown Vols! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, man. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. North Carolina was able to finish off a close one in Chapel Hill. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Fires into traffic, picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down. The Vols will snap it on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Sampson. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! And the stomping has commenced. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. 13. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Gators sending the offense back to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
From the gun, the ground game. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Here on 3rd down for this offense. Leaves it with the back. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Mertz. They've got the screen set up. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. The Gators will punt it away on 4th down. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
It's complete. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage total.
And as a defense, you have to be aware, just because this guy lines up all the way to the right, that doesn't mean he's going to run routes all the way across your face. They lost track of him, and because of that, it was a big explosive play.
Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. He's going to pass on 2nd down. It's complete to the right. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down. For the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his man. It's Thornton. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. A shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! And the beatdown has ensued.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty, you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. It's a draw. Hard running there. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Dances away. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Florida! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Ready to try the point after. And it's perfect. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. Fielded in the end zone, it's Matthews. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. The give out of the gun. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Using his legs, it's Sampson. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, Dave. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do. Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
Leaves it with the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. Good disciplined defense on that play. It's 3rd and long, right? You're not going to bite on a play fake. Nobody's going for that. Everyone knows it's a passing situation, and they use their speed to get to the QB. And the Vols will call on their punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. He'll start this drive firing. Got it in the middle, it's Burke. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. The freshman quarterback very fortunate for that one to fall incomplete. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Gets it out quickly. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Burke. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now on second down. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He's looking for an open man on second down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Bringing it back. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown ball. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Pittsburgh was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen in the Steel City over the years. A win, yes, but this one lacked style points.
To the air, it's Glagway.
The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. After that completion, move the sticks, it's first down. He wants to throw. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. On third down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. He hurls one deep down the left side. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. From the gun, the running back has it. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
At the 31-yard line. Second down.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They'll put the tight end in motion. To the ground, he's got it again. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He's got it on the move. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll throw on 3rd and short. He's got it. Can't quite cross the frame to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Volunteers are flying down the field. Trying to pound it in. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So they move the ball 37 yards on the drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Coming out with it, it's Hawkins. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. They'll run the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Safe completion on the screen. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. A new set of downs after the completion. Going up top on first down. Complete downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Good enough for a first down.
Looking to throw it again. Fires to the big fella. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. 4 wide receivers set, trips to the left on 2nd and 3. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. He's going to pass. They're trying to get to it. Got the back over the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Trying to get to it. Then the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. When you deal with a rivalry game, you have to live with the outcome for a full year. And this one is going to rest in their minds for the entire season going into next year.
And it's not going to sit well with the losing team. When you lose these, you're going to get hounded and you're going to get hate. You're going to get social media is going to destroy you about losing to your rival. But you got to put it past you. It is just one game. It's not that big of a deal. Well, Jesse, yeah, it kind of is.
It kind of is a big deal. You're right, David. I mean, a lot of these kids, they played with each other or against each other in high school. They've known each other for a long time. There's going to be a lot of trash talking going on, not just between players, but the fans, their families, coaching staffs. This is a game that's going to get talked about for an entire year. And you talk about wanting to get revenge, it's going to take some time.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.